We're in Hickory at the Habitat for Humanity store, which is way better than I ever thought. I've driven by this like thousands of times, and the Habitat store here is huge. And it has really great stuff, honestly, and very cheap. I'm just sharing this with the world for any of my viewers who are local to know that this is actually really nice in here. Everything's very clean, a lot of comfortable furniture, fractions of what you my wife loves it, and so we're finding stuff that there's this castaway stuff left by other people, but as we wander through, there's just all kinds of very cool art and furniture, old pianos. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff here and pretty darn reasonable prices on it. So if you're into like quirkiness, which we kind of are, we don't mind that everything be just designer perfect. We like stuff that's kind of different and weird and cool. We've sat on some very comfortable chairs and stuff here. We've been looking at ottomans, but this is a better habitat store than I've ever been in. Wow, it's like you just melt into this thing. It didn't look good when I sat in it, but this thing feels amazing. So it's like a big old warehouse here. The Habitat for Humanity store in Hickory, very cool, worth a visit. You'll find something you probably want to haul off in your truck, so bring a truck when you come here. At the Habitat store, we found these very unusual little end tables, and they're solid wood. They're not laminate of anything. They're very old, very well constructed. Super nice construction on that. They're odd. They're unusual shaped and everything. But they're actually, for the kind of bedroom we have, I'm gonna refinish these. I bought about 40 bucks worth of paint and some sanding stuff here. I thought this was wood on the top. This is actually leather. It was kind of peeling up on this when Nikki pulled it loose, and that actually is wood there though. It actually took a piece of real cowhide here, but I've taken it off. I went ahead and pulled it off the top of this one. I'm not even gonna sand that. I'm gonna kind of swell and smooth over it just a little bit. I'm gonna leave the leather on this one. Probably just gonna sand off to get nice and smooth here on this one. Since I sit on different sides of the bed, I don't think it's gonna make much difference. But even though I'd like to refinish it, we're gonna paint it, and we're gonna put modern kind of we'll take these handles off here and put very modern handles on the front. There's the pug. Hey, Nico. And so hopefully I'm going to transform this into something that looks really kind of cool and modern for our bedroom, because we're the kind of people that like lay on the floor. I mean, we're not lay on the floor. We have our mattress here. Bed's on the floor on a platform actually, but
I think it's going to look good.
So I'm going to do a high-speed video of me sanding this stuff down and painting it, and hopefully by tonight we'll be sleeping in our bedroom with these. So I'm going to do a little time-lapse video on how I fixed these. And so right now I'm just going to take the old hardware off. Hopefully I am. It has a different sort of screw on it than what I'm used to seeing here. So now I have leather on top of this. It's somewhat scuffed. And I'm going to just very lightly sand even over the leather, just not want to scuff it up even worse. I just want to kind of get some of I have little bits of paint stuff here. It's like it just needs to be scraped off. But then I'm going to give the wood a good going over before I decide to paint here. We'll also dust it down. I should have got some wood filler for this. I forgot to get wood filler, but we might use actually some wall spackling, which wouldn't be the very best, but this is not even going to be seen for the most part. I think I'm okay doing that. Let's get to work sanding. This is pretty cool. This is called the Gator. I don't know if you see that. Have you ever seen it or not? They have a really nice little sponge rubber handle there. And I didn't realize what I was getting. This has Velcro on the back. You have different grades of sandpaper that you just Velcro onto this. It looks like it's going to hold really well. It's 120 grain now. I think I'm supposed to use for this. You have to forgive me. I'm at the point where I can barely see these days. I need bifocals, I guess. but it's not too bad. I'm going to dust it down with a cloth nail, make sure it's good and clean, and then I'll get prepped for some painting. Excellent. We may be ready to start doing some painting. It's out here to kneel on, makes it easier on my knees. Let's get all this hardware out of the way. So I can run over it in my garage. Don't want to run over these screws or anything later. I got Valspar exterior paint. People say, why? Exterior semi-gloss? If the exterior paint is made to be more durable and withstand the weather and withstand water and temperature change and all that, why not pay a few extra bucks for it and get it for even your inside stuff? I've always kind of had that feeling. It's like, why the heck not? Well, this was just mixed over Lowe's, so it should be in pretty good shape. I'm going to try to stay fairly straight with my strokes. Some people have talked about like spraying this. I like to just as carefully as I can go straight with this in kind of one direction. And this is the color Nikki chose. It'll definitely take 2 coats.
It just had to go under the smell, it's there. Wow.
It'll take 2 coats.
I tried to paint it today.
I should have got that spatula and put it in these holes first, but I wouldn't do it before the 2nd coat. Okay, so I've painted both of these the first time, and I think I'm ready for the 2nd coat. Okay, so here's Nico the pug, and here's how our little nightstand turned out after the painting, sanding, and everything. And yeah, there's some holes right there that I'm going to have to fix. We just kind of did this quick. You can see the holes from the old handle. We put this kind of new modern handle on it, so we're going to fill those up and repaint and retouch up. But that actually turned out pretty nice. The holes are here where the handle are too, on the side there. We're going to plug those up, and then we'll just sand it a little bit and touch that up. But all in all, for $10, we got a great solid wood nightstand, and we got 2 of these. So we'll have one for either side of our bed where people like to kind of lay on the platform on the floor. And so we have a nice air mattress there with the platform underneath it. And it's a sleep. Is it sleep number, B? Is that what it is?
We sleep on air.
Yeah, it's not an air mattress. It actually is sleep number. It's actually pretty nice, very comfortable. But that's how our little nightstand turned out, and we got one to match it for the other side, and it's awesome. We got them at Habitat store in Hickory.
Habitat's awesome.
What a sweet little buy that was. It was Nikki's idea to paint them, so it looks really great. Nothing cheap about the wood. It's just somebody who's reclaimed furniture here from who knows where. Pretty cool. I'm quite happy with that. And I've got the drawer is super deep. It was like almost a 2-foot deep drawer there. It goes all the way back in underneath that little shelf. So perfect size and everything for our bedroom. We have been using like plant stands and stuff in here for our nightstands, but it's pretty cool. All right, folks. Hope you enjoyed watching us refinish that little piece of furniture.